Kind of hard to see my face. Oh, that's better. Got brighter. Hi, everybody. Strange. I am right on time. I will wait a little bit for everybody to come out. I've already got a donation for today, so just know that that is happening. I do have a channeled message for the collective whole for the energies right now. So if you choose, say hello when you get here. My name is Juniper Bloom Mystique, aka Brianna or Bree or Breezy, whatever you feel like. My brother used to call me Cool Breeze. I am the Ascension Master, Master Healer, and Divine Guide. I am the one, oh, look at that. I got a notification. I am the one who brought about the ascension, okay? I didn't just heal people into their ascension. I have brought it about for the collective whole. I have changed the earth. I have moved mountains. I cleared Mount Shasta. I activated pyramids. I moved the North and South Pole. I've done all kinds of things, and it's taken me 3 years to do it. So that is who I am. If you're curious to know all about that, I've actually posted those 111 for everybody to be able to see in my Ascension playlist. Okay. I've cleared karma all the way back to Adam and Eve. I don't know why my face seems shiny. So I'll give it a few minutes, see if anybody's going to come over. It's not showing anybody here. It's weird. My numbers are always off. So I do have a channeled message that just came through right before I came on for the collective whole, so I will do that. Let me see what else I should do. I don't know. Hi, Amy. Whoop, whoop. Raise the roof, raise the roof. Right as you came on, I said nobody was here. Don't you love it? I love it. So that's what's going on around here. Welcome to Sunday Live. It's in the air. So change is definitely in the air. Mass awakening is in the air. Archangel Metatron came through with a channel message. I just got off of Facebook doing a guided meditation there. So if you're aware of my Facebook channel, my Facebook page, you can go over there and enjoy that. It's timeless. It was a really deep healing release, guided meditation, 222. So I got 111 and 222 so far. So very important live. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. You're so welcome, Amy D. Yeah, it was simple but powerful. That was a really powerful one. I got new headphones for work. I was going to unbox them. Okay, I'm going to show you. Okay, I work at a crisis thing. And so I deal with crisis like 24 hours a day. No, it's not true. 10 hours a day. And I had headphones from them, and they were hurting me really bad. I'm going to show you what I was putting on my head for 10 and a half hours a day. These suckers suck. Okay, these were like on my ears. I got a new pair. So my boss literally told me to get a gaming set, y'all. So I got a gaming set. I'm not a real gamer. I used to be when I was younger. I probably still would if I had somebody to game with, right? But so I got a new set. You want to see them? Check these bad boys out. I'm like, ooh. Corsair, they're not cheap. These aren't the most expensive, by golly. But I'm like super excited. They're like huge. So that's what I was doing. That's been my day. I unboxed my own headphones. Like, I'm so excited. I'm almost ready to go back to work. I like it a lot. Okay, so I'm going to go into a little bit of what's in the air. The guided meditation. There's a huge energetic shift coming in. It's massive. Okay? So Archangel Metatron said, this is going to throw everybody's equilibrium off for the next week or so. The energy's coming in. These are so comfortable. Oh my gosh. These like cup my ear. Like seriously. So my ear is not touched at all. I was getting off work and I couldn't even like, if I did this, it would like, it would hurt so bad. So far I like them. They're wireless. The charge is supposed to last up to like 16 hours. And I'm just excited. I really, truly am. So I can't wait. They're supposed to reimburse me for those too. So I'm like, sweet, bring it on. Cause those are not cheap suckers. 444. So I've had 111, 222, and 444. But there's big changes coming in. I keep getting 5s. I keep getting 9s. 9 represents letting go what doesn't serve us. 5s is big changes coming in, right? Changes your environment, switching timelines, things like that. So the energy of releasing is huge right now. It's huge. It's massive. It's very important. That's why I did the guided meditation on Facebook that I just did, because there's a lot of people that have a lot to release, a lot of karma that needs cleansed. So whatever comes up for you, pay attention, okay? Because that's what it's about. When we're triggered, I talk about this a lot, you guys, is about healing. Okay, look at it and go, oh shit, I need to heal that, right? Like, why is this person pissing me off, right? I need to heal something within me. It's going to be hitting hard. So Archangel Metatron came forward with a message for the collective whole for the next week or so. And it's all about shifting the equilibrium. Like, your equilibrium as a collective is going to be thrown off. Okay, how does that happen? Big changes in your environment come through in order to kick your equilibrium out of whack. 5, 5, 5. 1s, 2s, and 5s. 4s and 5s. Really going to kick your equilibrium off. Okay, that's the balance center. You're going to feel completely out of whack. Hi, Sherry. Whoop, whoop. What up, Sherry? Let me know what kind of messages you want, okay? I did get your donation, so. Let me calm my voice down. I'm just going a little fast, like Speedy G up in here. And I don't know why. That was a release, excuse me. Okay. So your equilibrium as a collective whole, the collective equilibrium. This, I can't reiterate that enough. It's a very important part of the message. As a whole, our balance center is about to be thrown off. That can only happen through huge shifts in our reality. Okay, huge changes in our consensus, huge changes in our belief structure through crumbling in order to rebuild. Okay, this is their message coming forward, and the energy is coming in over the next week or so. What we know will be brought into question. Okay, so what we know as a society, what we know as an individual, it's all coming into play, and it's going to be brought up to the surface to be brought into question. Okay. Shift in reality, shifts in perspective, just like I just said, right? I should just channel them live. I don't even know why I bothered to write them down. But a shift in our reality in order to change a shift in our perspective. Okay. And then I'll send this down to like nobody here again. So just let me know you guys are still with me from time to time. But the entire collective will be thrown off in order for our reality to be questioned. Didn't I just say, oh shit, I already just said that. What was up must come down. What was down will rise. Don't allow fear to be your demise. Okay? Super important, and the energy is coming forward. What was up must come down. What was down will rise, and don't allow fear to be your demise, because there's big shifts in play in order to change the whole entire equilibrium of the collective. That's like the bottoms up, my friends, right? Like, holy shit, our whole world just got flipped upside down was the energy with that message. Okay? So that's kind of what's coming forward this next week in a very big way. In a very big way. Now, I know some of you watched the live I just did on Facebook. Some of you did not. I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on with the twin flame union, because there's some big movement in play. And I know this for a fact because it's been in my dreams and it's coming into my energy, and I'm falling more and more in love with my divine, my new twin flame every day, to the point where, and I just got chills, to the point where last night I had a dream. The last 2 nights I've had a dream. And for those of you who know me, know that I've been uniting the twin flames. It's been a journey for over a year now. Our entire ascension got attacked through my twin flame. And in the end, on August 30th, God said enough, and he had a choice to come home or he was going to die. And he couldn't face what he had done to me or the collective. And so it was determined that he was going to die. In that death, his soul became a walk-in. So that's why I have a new twin flame, a new DM. Same twin flame energy, different soulmate. It's really rather strange, and it's been a lot to process. It's not a joke. And it's been a painful awakening for him too, I'm sure, because that's not an easy thing to digest and to take on. It's been an up and down. There's been a lot of healing involved, a lot of processing. I was attacked in a very big way. It was very painful. And we almost lost the ascension. I'm not going to lie. Most people don't realize that. Like, we almost did not get to fully ascend in the planet, in the earth. But through that, I was able to take us further, clear the collective shadow, and take us into 7D. Okay? So the earth will not be 5D, it will be 7D, just like the Pleiadians were. I am Pleiadian. Kind of coincidental? I think not. Okay? So that was that. But the last couple of nights, so August 30th is when I got a new twin flame through walk-in. He took on the soul. God chose him. I don't know him. Apparently he knows me a little bit, maybe through watching some of my videos, because he had to be open to it, right? And so that's exciting. I have no idea what this guy looks like. I'm learning to feel his energy. His songs are coming through super clear. I'm deeply falling in love with him. But the last 2 nights, David, who was my old twin flame, who was the one who got attacked by a fallen angel, kind of got a black hole in his heart, and then in the end died. He's been in my dreams the last 2 nights. Okay, very relevant. These are relevant because 1101. Because I truly believe my DM is making movement. I believe my new twin flame is changing things in his reality, or something's happening. And that was kind of validated in my message from Malachi. It was a personal message from me today. And they told me to go have fun, by the way. So I'm gonna. But I don't remember the night before his dream, but David's been coming in very vividly. And it's David. Like, it's really him. But it feels different. And last night he came in and it was almost like it had an energy of trying to make me jealous. So he came in and then he was like talking to me, and some girl came in and started kissing on me. And it was as if in an attempt to make me jealous. So I don't know if that's happening in my new twin flames energy or not. There's some major jealousy, like an attempt of it, like almost like he's jealous or he wanted me to be jealous. And what stuck out the most in the dream is it upset me, but it upset me to the point where I was just trying to get away from him. That was kind of the energy I was feeling. And I remember specifically telling him, "You're not my twin flame." And it was completely that energy. Like, I didn't know this person anymore. Like, I was trying to get away from him. I will never care about him. You know, I care about that person. He was my soulmate. But he is no longer my twin flame. And that was the message. It was like a complete shift in reality. I feel like we're really close to union at this point. And they told me not to worry too, that my new DM will come through. Okay. And so it was almost like a dying of old energies. It was a release of the fact that he was once my twin flame. He no longer is. And that's what came out in my dream. Okay. I was literally like, "You're not my twin flame." That's big. If you know that journey, what I went through with him, how much love I felt for him, it's literally been a complete shift. So that made me excited. I woke up, I felt free and super excited to meet my new twin flame. I felt beautiful again. You can tell I'm healing. My face feels skinnier again because when David died, I took on all that DM energy and I swelled up. Like, it was horrible. I got really big and I didn't like it. And I didn't like the way I looked. And I just looked in the mirror this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, like, it just, like, I feel better. I'm a little shiny right now. I think it's just the lighting. So I just wanted to let you guys know that there's definitely been a shift. It's been a shift in the air, shift in the energy, shift in reality, and a complete shift, full circle into my twin flame. Okay. All right. Are you guys still here? My number keeps going down to nobody. Sherry, let me know what kind of messages you want. I'm going to definitely try to continue these every Sunday, and I will also be doing a live on Facebook every Sunday. And I know everybody got notifications to the fact that I was here today, but there was a time change as well. Sherry says general, Amy says, yes, see? And it shows me like nobody's really here, so whatever. Sweet. All right. Sherry, I will be throwing some messages at you. Amy D. I'm illuminating. See, I knew that when I looked in the mirror this morning, it felt so different. Like, I felt like I was healing. It's true. Like, I can feel it. So thank you for saying that. I can feel it. But Amy D, you came into my head earlier. And it's something about tuning in. Do you have waterways around you? And did you ever buy a healing wand? Did you ever buy one of my healing wands? And do you have waterways around you? Because if you remember, somebody was supposed to be doing that. You took over their job. Yes and yes. Okay, because you are being called to the waterways with the healing wand. So I want you to tune in to where they want you to go to where you need to go. And I want you to just kind of use the healing wand. It's filled with healing light and Christ light and energy, and tune it in. And there's something to do with like, how do I explain this? So there's almost like an energetic pull, right? There's an energetic pull that you're going to kind of tune into. It's just going to be an energy, but it's going to feel like it's like an energetic pull, like a pull. And I want you to kind of feel it in the energy. This might take you a few times. It might not work out right the first time, but it has to do with the balance of the earth. It has to do with the weather, because you took on that job. Remember, it was supposed to be Pamela's, but it's yours. And so you're kind of being called at this time. I don't know if you've felt that pull already. I don't know if you've kind of felt that call. You may have, because Spirit's been trying to kind of nudge you, and they want you to go and do like a balancing of the earth a little bit through the water with your healing wand. Does that all make sense? So just kind of tune in, ask Spirit to guide you where you need to go. This is kind of training you to read those messages. And just tune into it, but trust yourself. Don't doubt it in the moment. Like, am I really feeling that? Am I going to the right place? Because you're just going to like kind of dense in the energy. So absolutely. And so if it broke, that's fine. Sometimes they serve their job. I think that's why I made them the way that I did. And I also made them more sturdier. But these are meant to serve a purpose. And once those purposes are done, they can sometimes just go, I'm done. And you can keep the stones within them. Okay. So even if they break, keep the stones, and you can take the stones with you if you still have them from that wand, because they're still filled with that energy. Do you remember the ruby wand that I made when David was with the fallen angel? It was like around Christmas time, and they said, make a ruby wand, and it literally broke in half. And it's because I was being attacked, and it was like my protection, and it served its purpose. Oh, sweet. So you already felt it, and you're kind of already doing it. That is perfect. That is very validating for you. So thank you for that. And that is just a huge validation. Keep doing it. But when you're there, I want you to tune in to almost like the center of the ocean. I want you to imagine like this energetic pull, not a pull, but a pull. And I want you to kind of tune in to balance it out, and it will help with the weather. You'll get it. You'll understand it. It'll feel right. You'll get chills all over. I'm sure you'll have some validations when you're doing it. And it may take a couple times because you're learning, right? You are absolutely learning. And so you're just being called. And I'm so happy you were feeling the call. And thank you for validating with that. Validating? Validating that. Apparently you can't talk. Okay, perfect. And so, yeah, do take the stones. The crystals are still very valid. If the wand breaks, know that the wand did its job. So it can only fill and exchange so much energy until one day it's like, done. That's why I make them that way. But the stones will always be forever there and usable. And like that ruby one, remember, like it literally broke in half, like that, right after I made it. And then I did some healing meditation workshop, and it broke in half. Like it blew my mind. Like I was like, oh my God, kind of scared me. I'm not going to lie. Was that before or after I broke my arm? If you guys know, I went bowling on Halloween. Like that's huge. I'm bowling with a 10-pound bowling ball with my arm that got shattered in the attack. That's not a lie. It was horrible, horrible break. So I can actually bowl now. But I can't remember if that wand was made before I broke my arm or after either. It was my ruby, and I still have the stones. I want to make another wand out of it. So yeah, keep the stones. They're still very powerful. All right, so you're being called to do that. Keep doing that, going in every time you're called, and tune into what you would feel like a pull. It's almost like an energetic pull that you can feel into, and it may change locations. So if you feel like standing this way, stand that way. If you feel like standing this way, stand that way. If you feel like, so just trust your instincts on it and draw up the earth through what you might feel into that pull. I hope that makes sense. All right. So I'm going to do a collective message with the cards just because nobody's really here today, and that's okay. Maybe everybody had plans. And maybe the time changed through everybody. Fuck off. I loved it. I woke up and I thought it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then like, oh, I thought I slept in. And then I went out in the living room and my other clock said it was like an hour later, and I'm like, oh yeah, we gained an hour. So it's kind of nice. I actually did sleep in, but then it was still only 5 o'clock. It was nice. Okay, so there's big energies coming in. I think there's another something to do with the moon. Remember, I know the moon is a negative energetic pole, and it used to affect the collective whole a lot, but it's not going to be able to anymore, especially since the last one that I did with it. And so this is a big awakening. So there's something coming in for the collective whole that's going to throw the equilibrium off. Oh, wow. See? Those wands are interesting. They really do transmute it and they do their job, and then it's like boom. But the crystals will remain forever. So that's the thing about it. That's why I really like them. I really, really, really do. Okay. So I'm going to do a quick collective message with these cards, and then I will tune in for Sherry and see what she's got going on and going down. I gave you the collective message, just so you know. And I told, like, literally in my dream, you guys, David, there was like, he was almost like a stranger. Like, and it was just the weirdest energy. And he kept like trying to make out with this girl in front of me. And it like really, it was like, I can't like get away. Like, I just wanted away, and I wanted to find my real twin flame. So that's a huge shift. That's huge. I can't deny that. If I could reiterate how big that was, that's huge. I am completely detached from that at this time. And I am completely attached to my new twin flame in a very big way. And that is where my heart is. So, and that was just validation's huge. But I really do think that there's something going on with him, because it was almost like David was like trying to make me, I don't know. Like, it was like, hey, I'm still here. Focus on me kind of a thing. And I was like, no. Where's my twin flame? You're not him. That was weird. It was weird. All right. So let's see what card we need for the collective whole for this week coming ahead. Oh, the shifts are huge. So as I'm tuning in, the reason I'm yawning is because it's really big energetic shifts. Really big energetic shifts within the collective whole over the next week. And your equilibrium will be thrown off individually and collectively. So please, please do your best to remain in balance. But we may go through points where we don't feel connected. You may go through points where you feel like it's like emptiness. Like, I don't feel spirit. I'm not feeling connected. I feel completely off. That's a bit of a void. Okay. So that's absolutely there. And so we have fluidity coming out here. Fluidity, which is outer core. And there's no coincidence too. This is water, because we were just talking about water. The waters come into play in a very big way to help move this earth. Also, I want to talk about the Grand Canyon. I was looking at it the other day, not physically, but I realized that used to be an ocean. If you look at the lines in the Grand Canyon, it used to be underwater. I don't know why I have to bring that up. But water moves. The earth changes. Waterways move. They don't always remain the same. And for some reason, that's part of this message. For the collective whole. This is a collective read just for the week ahead as well. But fluidity outer core. It's like, allow yourself to be fluid with the changes. Don't be so rigid. Be fluid. Flow like water. To Tao Te Ching. Like Wayne Dyer would always talk about, tune into the water, to flow like water. When you feel it off, when your equilibrium gets thrown off, don't become rigid. Be fluid. Okay? It's super important. And utilize the water. Like, literally, if you tune into the earth with the water, it's going to help you. It will help navigate you in a lot of ways. And then we have ignition fire. True passions will be ignited. That is in the energy. If you are fluid and you don't become rigid, your passion can become ignited in a very big way. Okay? Don't become rigid with the changes. I don't care how big they are. Again, if you're dependent on medications, that would be the biggest thing I would be focusing on, is how can I get off these medications? I remember a couple of years ago, I was talking to people on Facebook about, hey, if you're on insulin, if you stop taking insulin, it can kill you. It really can. And that to me is scary, because I know the changes I've brought about in the collective environment. I know what I've brought about. I know the kind of healings I do. I know what's coming forward. And so if you find yourself dependent on medications for survival, I would definitely be looking into alternative forms and to start cleansing out your system if you can. Because imagine a day where all those medications go bye-bye because they're not of God. I can't make that up. If you don't believe me, tune into the Akashic Records, tune into other things, right? Give it time. But don't sit around being rigid. Make sure you're fluid. Make sure you're open to the changes, because it's going to spark newness in you. It's going to teach you who you really are. It's like true passion of true self, inner growth, and inner wisdom is going to be ignited. Okay? All of that is part of the energies coming forward. So, yay. I love it. Okay, Sherry. Sherry wanted general. Yeah, I don't know where everybody is. Even Amy H isn't here. So everybody must have something going on today. It is what it is. That's okay. Plus, I didn't do an email about it. I just figured whatever. I will be here every week doing this. I have to be in balance. I'm sticking to my commitments. It's a thing. All right, Sherry, there's 3 different decks I got to give you here. 3 different decks are coming out for you. They are asking you to open your heart. They are telling you there's more than going on than had met the eye. And it's hard to see that. And even with me being psychic like I am and I can see a lot of things. Like I truly can tune into people. I can truly see a lot of things. But even we're not meant to see everything, right? There are just things that we just can't tune into and see. And so they're asking you to accept that more than meets the eye is going on, and to open your heart. It's very closed off to love. But there's a couple things with that, is when we close our heart off to love, we close our heart off to awakening, to growth, to healing. Because part of the ascension is an integration of massive amounts of Christ light, which is also unconditional love. Okay? So we have got 3 different decks here for you. This is Sherry's message. She wanted general. And they're asking you to slow down. So slow down with things. So like messages from spirit, like take them deeper. So not just slow down, but take it deeper. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to understand this to the next level. So what spirit's trying to say is they want to communicate with you on a deeper level. It's time for you to up level with your communication with spirit. So not just seeing numbers, not just talking to them and seeing things, but taking it deeper, tuning in, and really developing that communication with spirit. Because, you know, the numbers are universal, right? Like we all are aware there's numbers. We all are aware by this point, hopefully, we all are, that they use them to communicate. People call it synchronicities, but it's actually more than synchronicities. It's communication with the other world. It really, truly is. And so when you tune into those and you really sit with it and you ask what they're meaning, because you can Google it, right? We can Google the numbers. That's what I mean by they're universal. And they have some kind of base meaning, but it can be way off from what is true for you. Okay? So I want you to, whenever those things are coming up, billboards, license plates, songs on the radio that pop in and make you think of something, commercials that come on all of a sudden and you're like, you know, I was just talking about that. I was just thinking about that. There's a reason those are happening. Spirit like really wants you to develop your communication with them in a very big way. You are also developing mediumship. I don't know if you're aware of that, Sherry. This is part of that. It's like once you can learn to tune into the way spirit communicates with you, then you can really understand how other spirits are communicating. You know what I mean? Like, you are a medium. Have I told you that? Or is that something that's just coming in through your awakening? Did you take my mediumship course? I'm like waiting for your response because I'm feeling like you're having an awakening into the fact that you're a medium. Did you take my mediumship course? I really want to know. I'm really curious because there's huge movement here for you. Like, they are really trying to get you to learn to communicate with them, because that's the way we get messages. It's like a dance. So they communicate with everybody differently, right? They do. And it drives me nuts when people try to use other people's ways of communicating with spirit, because they're missing a lot when they do that. It's like, don't do that. Learn to communicate with spirit yourself. Why are you not talking to me? Sherry, are you here? Where's the comments? Where are you, Sherry? I don't want to go on any further until I know you are with me and you hear what I'm saying. And did you take my mediumship course, Sherry? Because you are awakening up to the medium that you are. And I have a feeling that maybe you did. I don't know. "333. This video has so many synchronicities. It's an important one. So even if you don't watch the live, I hope people get the messages out of this one. I'm not moving on, Sherry, until I get you saying you are with me, or if you're aware of the messages I've already provided. 3131. These are huge. There's mass movement awakening for you, Sherry, going on right now. But you've got to open your heart, and you have to communicate with spirit to the next level, because it's like a school, spirit school. That's why I have my alchemy academy, my own alchemy academy, the one-on-one. Because I teach people to open up to spirit, and then how to talk to them on their own, and how to become the healer that they are, right? Why are you not caught? There you are. Oh, I have told you that. Okay. Well, see, and I didn't even remember that. But it felt familiar, so I wasn't sure if you took my course or if it's just time. So basically, it is time for you to really tune into that. Start communicating with spirit to the next level. Slow down with it. Take a step back. Sit with those numbers when they come up. I once heard stop, drop, and roll. So if you keep getting synchronicities, people are like, oh, I'm on the right track. It means way more than that. Oh, you bought it, but you haven't started it yet. Okay. That's what I thought. Well, that's going to be fun because it's time. And that's going to absolutely help you take that communication to the next level. And I'm super excited. And now we're ready for the cards. So there's at least 2 from this deck, 1 from that one, and at least 2 from that one for your message. That mediumship course was so awesome. And the next week, I will be doing another course from opening. This is going to be like the shadow work course, where it's a guided workshop meditation course, where I do it live with you guys. So for whoever wants to join that should probably be next Monday, I'm thinking. And it's going to be for the elementals as well. So it's going to open us up and tune us into 7D elementals and teach us how to communicate with them and use them for healing. So whoever's interested in that, just know that's coming forward too. But I'm excited to see you communicate with spirit, Sherry, and to use that course for the mediumship. And it's going to rock your world. I'm getting your messages now. It says I bought it, but haven't started it yet. I'm sending messages. Are you getting them? Is that all? And I have told you. Did I get them all? Or is there a delay? Shows me there's only a couple people here. It's weird. My thing is always off. Oh, I'm hearing my song from my dad. I love him. So I am seeing them. There must be a little bit of a delay. You said you have told me I bought it, but haven't started it yet, and I'm sending messages. Are you not getting them? Okay. So let's see what else Sherry needs to know. Okay. All right. Okay, so there's one more. I thought 3 came out, but nope, there's one more. Have I told you lately that I love you? That's the song that just came into my energy, and I love it. I do love him. All right. Sherry. So here's the thing, okay? This goes with the message, all right? It's like, this goes with everything I really told you. There may be a delay, but I hope you're hearing me because that's the most important part. Is it's really time to surrender. You got to open your heart and trust. You've got to trust spirit. You've got to trust beyond what meets the eye. She's here. Okay, see, I'm seeing your messages. I hear you. I'm here. You said time here. All right, this is major arcana. You've got 2 major arcanas, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, but this isn't to scare you or anything. This is because you have closed your heart off, and Spirit's asking you to open it up. So there's a tower moment in play. This is all about a tower moment, rebuilding. It's a change in something that's not built on a solid foundation in order for you to build the right foundation. But this has to do with spiritual communication. Absolutely, it does. Unequivocally, undoubtedly, has to do with opening your heart to receiving those messages and love. Okay? And to understand and trust that there's more than meets the eye, and it's not his fault. And then I'm hearing, have I told you lately? I think that might just be for me. I don't know, but I love it. He loves me. Okay. Anyways, trust, surrender, and know that these changes are in order for you to open your heart and communicate with spirit. So it's like something like they're sending you nudges. They want to talk to you. They want to communicate with you more. Okay, because you are a medium. There's something big here. It's opening you up to who you truly are. And in these new energies, like we have telepathy, and also with your twin flame, you'll have telepathy on a certain level. And so it's really trying to just open you up to all of that. Because love, right? It's about love. And in your heart, they're saying that you do want love. You do want to open to that love. And so that's why the message is here, right? And so it's 2 major arcana cards, which means major life movement. Okay, coming forward. But this is about, so then we got reaching out. This card is talking about your foundation. And I already mentioned that a little bit within these 2 cards. And so it's about your foundation, making sure it's built on a solid foundation of spiritual flow, right? Co-creation within your reality. And that's what they're trying to get to do. It's like, we want to co-create with you. There's other avenues of ways to make money for you if you're open to it that don't require a lot of hard work that you're putting in already. It's just more learning to create that flow, learning to co-create with spirit, trusting and knowing that there's more than meets the eye, and trusting in the messages that you receive, and trusting in love. And I'm already releasing a little bit here. That's what they're telling me. That's a release. I'm like, am I burping? No, they're like, no, that's a release. Okay. Because it's about growth and communicating with spirit for that solid foundation in order to get in the flow and to create the world that's in your heart. That's what it's about. Does that make a sense? Move on. They said move on to the other decks now. There's more to this message. And I keep hearing, have I told you lately that I love you? And have I told you lately that I'm thinking of you? But I truly think that's from my twin flame to me. And I'm just recognizing it. I love it. I freaking love him. I love him. And it's taken me a lot to open up and heal. And it's definitely time for new beginnings. Just like I told David, he's not my DM anymore. And that probably hurt him. But it doesn't hurt me. Okay, so that's relevant for you too. I think because you're a twin flame. Okay. You have a mission. That's what they want to tell you, Sherry. It's like you're God's armor. You're a part of God's armor. This was your mission. And if it's something like if it's not, like it will create a space in you where like there's this void and you don't feel good, you feel incomplete. And that's kind of like you're starting to feel it a little bit. I hope all that makes sense. This is a lot of a message. And it's not done yet. Hang on. You've got more. Have I told you lately that I love you? Oop. One more of these. They said one fell out right away. What else does she need to know? So here's the thing I'm seeing, Sherry, is it's like you're soon going to receive a knock at your door and they're just hoping that you open it. But there's like a tower moment coming in order to get you to rearrange your foundation and let go of what is not built on the solid foundation in order to rebuild on the solid foundation and to level up your communication with spirit and to trust that there's more than meets the eye and to surrender to unconditional love. Okay, glad it makes sense. There's one more card in here, and there's stubborn energy at play. I'm like, where's this card? And then I'm like, stubborn energy. Okay, so it's about getting out of the stubborn energy. That was not necessarily yours. It was built upon you. Conditional, right? It was conditioned. Woo! And your father is still with you. So there's a reason also for that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is like added bonus onto those messages. Like they really do relate together. But we have centering. To me, this card is like grounding, but it takes it a whole bit deeper. Okay, this is like so this kind of goes with the equilibrium message in the beginning as well. It's like your whole equilibrium is being switched. So where you used to balance, you can no longer balance. Okay, it's changing your perspective of balance and what is a true balance for you now, and aligning you with what your dreams are. So this card isn't just talking about your dreams when you sleep. This is dreams. It's such a beautiful card. I love this deck. This card is about bringing your heart's desires into reality, your true heart's desires, and eliminating all doubt that they can even be a thing. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So it's like deep within us, we all have dreams and we all think it's like our imagination, quote unquote. But everything that you touch, see, and feel came from somebody's imagination. Okay. They allow their imagination to surface and become their reality. And it's their heart's true desire. So in truth, our imagination gives you insight into who you're supposed to be, what you're capable of, the creations that are within you, and what we truly want within our reality. And so that's going on right now for you. It's like we're going to take you off your solid foundation, realign you to your foundation, seeing that you can trust when there's more than meets the eye, trust that you'll be caught even if we're falling. And it's about up-leveling your communication with spirit, finding your new center of balance and gravity and reality, and truly bringing out your heart's desires into your reality. Because I see a few things. I see traveling, I see freedom and time and movement, and I see a wedding. And I feel like I've told you that before too. Okay. We have one more card coming for you. Whoa, that's not it. That just I love this deck. I don't like shuffling this deck. I think I've said that a few times. It's shaped like a freaking heart. Like, if you ever make a deck of cards, please don't shape them like a heart. They're just impractical. They're really hard to use. Really hard to shuffle. They fit in the box rather weird. I'm telling you. But I love the deck, though. It's a really good deck. I'm not going to lie. But I don't like the shape. Don't do that. I'm hearing that song so loud. Oh, it just makes me so happy. It really does. Okay. There's at least one card in here, maybe two. I don't know why there's not a solid two. They're saying at least one, maybe two. So show me what she needs to see. Show me what she needs to see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's like, so it's like when you were like a teenager, you had all these dreams, you had all these ideas and this world that you just knew it was going to be. And then at some point you like lost that. So it's almost like taking you back to the trueness of who you are before the world took it from you. That's a solid message right there. Yee. I know, right? Okay, so let's see what's going on here. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with Amy H, Amy D, but just tell her that I'm supporting her and I'm putting light around her. Okay, it's something she needs to hear. For whatever reason. Okay. So Sherry, also too, sometimes when you go into different locations, close your eyes and tune into the energies. But there's something about objects. So you know how certain people can hold objects? Okay, you're welcome. You know how they can hold objects and they can pick up energies from the objects? You can do that too. And scribing, I don't know if you've tried that, but that's part of the gifts that are within you as well. But literally, like you can go into a house and you can tune into the wood, the things that are made into the home, and you can get a story. Oh, the chills on my leg is intense when I said that. Oh my gosh. Something really big here is where you can pick up the energies around you. You can touch objects and you will feel into the story. You will feel into the person that held it, that owned it, that it was meaningful for. Like, it's big deal. It's a big deal. Ooh, I got such chills. Now keep in mind, you may do it once and not get anything. You may do it twice and not get anything. Then on the third and fourth time, you may get a whole visual movie play out for you with that object. So keep trying, keep tuning in. It's really just about aligning with the frequency, learning how to align with that frequency, and letting go the doubts. Okay. Doubts and judgments always block us. Okay. There's one more in here. So it's part of that stubborn energy again. I'm like, why am I not getting to this card? And they said that there's a little bit of stubborn energy in you and you tend to block things a little bit, but it's not necessarily your energy. It was like conditioned upon you, right? Like what life did to you a little bit. Okay, so they want me to do this time. It's like opening up the book, closing your eyes. Top card is your message. You want to know what the message is? I'm like, oh shit, I can't believe I just pulled that out. Okay. But there's something here about trust for you. That was why they had me pull that card in that way. Oh my God, Sherry, I can't make these up. To complete your message, okay, I had to pull the love deck, and we have Secret Admirer. Secret Admirer talks not necessarily about somebody you don't know loving you, but someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Okay. Somebody may have not been truthful for how they truly feel. Okay. And so remember in the beginning how they're saying, open your heart. There's more than meets the eye. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Okay. It's expanding and it's about to come out, but you have to open your heart. It's like somebody's going to knock on the door, but don't keep it shut. Hopefully you will open it. Okay. Now here's this part. Check this card out. This card, do you see where the stars are? It's like connecting to her heart. And you see how she's almost like super sad and looking down and her heart seems to be a little closed, right? This is about forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think. dream, and imagine. So this goes with the whole entire message. This goes with the whole entire message. Okay? And this is not just one past event. This is everything that has hurt you. This is the world that shit upon you, like all the events, right? And it causes us to close our heart, but also from the people that we love, when they do shit that hurts. Sometimes we have to look beyond that, because it's like I had this message come through this morning about, you know what, if you're going to wait for the right time, you're going to miss your time. Because being alive is the right time. Today is the day. If the thought comes into your mind now, there's a reason for it, right? We're supposed to act on it now, start digesting it now. It's in the energy now. It's not like, oh, I got to wait for the right time. I need to wait until I'm this. I need to wait until I'm that. If we do that, those moments never come and we miss our chance. And so forgive now. But this is also rising because of the Ho'oponopono prayers. Like forgiveness is rising to heal it, okay? And you create that reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So this goes all the way back to the whole entire message, right? The whole entire message of bringing your dreams into reality. Because it's time. And so what that truly means is, again, there's more than meets the eye, right? We want this, but we may not know how to get that. And we may not truly understand the totality of that and how it plays out in our world. But to have the dream and be open and co-create, and then the next thing you know, you're like, I got here and didn't even expect to get here. I wanted this and I've got this. Like, I just knocked my cards down. You know what I mean? It's like, I got this. Okay. Oops. Now I got to pick up my other deck. My bad. It's a big message. It's quite loaded. There was layers. But that's also why this tower moment's coming into play. It's to remove all that is not set on that strong foundation and to get you to a deeper level of communication with spirit to co-create the reality that is within your heart. Okay? It was a lot. It was a lot to digest. And you can probably watch this a couple times over in order to get the whole message. Okay? I hope that helps, Sherry, and I hope it was exactly what you needed from spirit. And I can't believe I just knocked my deck down. I'm like looking like, oh shit, I got cards everywhere. I will be rearranging my space. It was a great message, right? And it can be validated for everybody. Like, if that resonates with anybody, there's parts of that message that could be for everybody. So keep that in mind. I'm going to be rearranging my space. I got a new bed coming, so I'm really excited. What exactly is a tower moment? So tower moments are really a demolishment of a structure within our environment that is not built on a solid foundation. For instance, it can be a loss of something. It can be where all of a sudden one day everything falls apart in our environment. That's a tower moment. It's sudden changes. It's always layered, I know. Thank you. Those are true messages. But it's sudden changes within our environment. It can be big and it can be small, but it's just something that's not built on a solid foundation that is like whack and it's no longer able to work, right? Like it's, when you hear the saying, things don't fall apart, they fall into place. Those are tower moment based, right? It's like we think we're totally in control of our world when in fact we are only to a certain degree. Everything is where it needs to be. And if it's not, then our world will rearrange it for us. So in my spiritual awakening, I've learned that in a very big way, right? Like I don't have a normal life. I don't have a normal journey. And wherever I would try to dictate and say, no, I'm doing this. And then it would be like, bam, no, you're not. And my whole foundation would fall out from under me. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. And it really gets you to just pay attention more to what's real, what matters, because we can get sidetracked. And darkness is good at that too. It gets in your head. It throws you off. It can fuck you up, right? And so tower moments come in order to shake us up a little bit, to make us look at things a little bit different. So it's sudden changes in our environment. And in each card that represents a tower moment, like this one has a lightning strike. And for her, it's opening her heart. And that's really what yours is truly about this time around. It's about what's not built on a solid foundation. And it's a way for you to open your heart a little bit more. Because when we close it off, we're closing off certain things in our reality. And if you're ascending, like it's big, right? We're going into a world we don't fully understand yet that's continually being created. And so these can happen more for us than other people. They're going to happen for the whole collective whole right now. So no matter what, we're all going to be experiencing them. That's that equilibrium message, right? Where it's a sudden hit, boom, to your reality to make you gain that new perspective. They're not always bad. They're usually good. It depends on how you look at them, because it's just removing something that isn't working, that's not built on a solid foundation. Like a sudden ending to a relationship, or a sudden loss of a job, or a sudden this or that, right? You never know what's coming if you stayed on that path. And so it's like a quick, swift movement, a quick, swift adjustment, a quick bloop. It's this that you should be focusing on. I hope that makes sense. They can come big, they can come small, but they are all for the better of our reality. There's another saying that goes with that. It's like, I didn't have to take out the trash. Spirit took it out for me. I like that one too. So yeah, I hope that explained the tower moment. I love the fact that you asked that. People do pull that card and it can get scary. When I was on my twin flame journey, I'm not going to lie, that card would scare me because he was creating a lot of tower moments within our life because he was not following his guidance. He was not where he was supposed to be. And so those were big ones and they would hurt really bad. And so I still have this lingering affect from that where I'm trying to come back down. Not every tower moment is big and or painful. Okay. Some can be. Depends on how far off we are from where we should be or what's not built on a solid foundation. Good question. I love questions so much. Okay, that was a really awesome message, Sherry. Get into that mediumship because it's going to open up your world in a whole new way. Like there's a big aspect to that. And I hope that helped. I don't know what's coming this week. I kind of feel like there's going to be a movement video coming. I'm just going to really focus from my joy and my joy only, because for the last 2 years, it was all about what was needed for the ascension, which I have completed. And they are asking me to have faith in my twin flame that he will absolutely come through. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm giving the reins to him, giving that power to him completely. And I will have complete faith in him, trust in him, and hope and love. And that's where I'm at right now. So everything going forward will just be what's created from my heart. I'm still focusing on those Delphi murders, though. In truth, a lot of the message I gave you was true. I want to know the police officer's name that was involved for the names that I gave. And I also want to know what aliases he would use, because I don't think I'm far off from the name. His middle name also pretty much aligns with the name I was using. So I have a feeling there's some kind of layer there. And it really does kind of line up. I think they do have their suspect, absolutely. And I told you too, in that Delphi case, is that he was like not happy with his wife that day. He was not happy with his sexuality, what was going on within his body. And he ended up taking it out on them. It was a chance encounter. It was not predetermined. And so I'm actually pretty proud of those missing persons. The only one that I did question was the last one I did, and that was when David was attacking me. So I may get back into those again too. I don't know. We'll see going forward. Everything will be from the heart regardless. Okay? So much love to all of you. Thank you for those who joined me today and for anybody who watches later. And I will be doing this again next Sunday. It is a chance to get lots of good healing messages, guidance, whatever you need. So much love to you guys. Amy D, get to help in that earth because you know it's already calling you. I love that you're already tuning into that. Good job. I'm so proud. That's just awesome. Amazing work you're doing. Sherry, I can't wait because you have a calling. Like both of you have a calling. So there's no joke that you were here with me today. And I just love you. I'm going to go have fun and clean house and just be me. Until next time, you guys, lots of love. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you later. And to my DM, I love you. Bye.